Haven't streamed in a while. Wanted to make an attempt at something tonight. It's going to be a quick stream probably if I don't complete this. If you're not familiar with the channel, my name is Matt. Channel is Unexpected Enemy. I am going to be attempting what is called the Harbinger quest, which is an old seasonal quest if you're not familiar with Destiny 2. They have quests that get added along the way because it's a live service game. It's an online MMO. And the Harbinger quest is something that was added a couple seasons ago, probably closer to beginning of last year. And a lot of their quests get what is called vaulted. Now, when Bungie vaults content, usually at the start of a new expansion, so the latest expansion, the what is it, Witch Queen? I forget the name of it. Comes out in the end of February, and with that, ton of content, seasonal content, locations, destinations, quest lines, and triumphs will be vaulted and kind of removed from the game to make room for the new content. So what a lot of people do, including myself, is if you're behind on a lot of the content that they've added over the year, you know, a lot of people right now are kind of buckling down and finishing what they want to finish and complete what they want to complete. I personally cannot stand how they vault content. I understand why they do it. It's to keep like the game running properly and smoothly, and then obviously keeping the file size down so that they can introduce new content that more people are playing, because there's probably not a whole lot of people running Harbinger right now. The main reason why I want to run it, I don't really have to at this point. Now, Destiny 2 has things called seals and triumphs. They're basically in-game achievements. And while this isn't tied to a seal, seals are down here on this bottom row that I'm kind of cycling through. There are triumphs tied to it that I would like to get if I can. So it's called Alpha Hunter. It says complete the Harbinger solo without dying, which is what I'm attempting tonight. And then I have to at least finish it 2 more times anyway to get this triumph. Now, I really shouldn't care because this isn't tied to a seal, so these triumphs are going to be wiped from your game and your screen. You won't even be able to look at these, I don't think, because they were seasonal triumphs, and all you do is get points for them, so think of it as like an achievement total, or achievement points. And it's not tied to a seal, like I said. It wasn't even for the seasonal seal for this specific season. So other than points, bragging rights, and all that kind of stuff, that's all it's really there for. And there's already things that I missed that season, so I barely play Trials, which is like a hardcore PvE or PvP matchmaking mode that I barely have played or touched before. So I missed all of those in their respective seasons. So like, arguably I don't have to do this, but I want to try it because it's solo content. It's a hard challenge. And if I can get the triumph, that's cool. If I don't, oh well. I have until February 22nd to finish it. So that is when it will be vaulted and inaccessible for anyone. So I'm just going to go right into it and try it. If I fail it, I will finish it out. If I finish it, regardless if I do it without dying, then all for the better. I tried this last night and I got right to the end with no deaths, and I still died. But it glitched out on me, which was really frustrating. So we'll give it a run. If I can complete it, cool. If I can't, and I die along the way, I'll still finish it out so I get my progress towards the 10 that I need. So there is a glitch that I'm aware of now that I figured out last night towards the end of the mission.
The hawk is
So hopefully I don't run into that again.
Nearby. I'm detecting a surge in taken activity. We'll run the perimeter. Keep them from closing you in.
Affirmative. We'll lead the way.
Ooh, that was kind of a bad jump. Let's see if I can make it. The wrong class on. There we go. This is a rocky start. Oh, it just fell off the map. Is it gone? Oh, I I already. All right, this is gonna be a practice run. Let me start over. That was way too early for me to consider that the run. Ooh, that was like a really, really bad fuck up.
Crow, the hawk is back. I think we may have unfinished business.
We're nearby. I'm detecting a surge in taken activity. We'll run the perimeter. Keep them from closing you in.
Affirmative. We'll lead the way.
So that boss is gonna teleport. That was bad. I was pincered by 2 snipers, and I was like, not even thinking about this. All right, let's take the safer route, I think. Oh, disaster already. All right, Jesus Christ. Alright, that's 2. Alright, now the hard, or one of the first hard parts coming up. Oh, that sucks. The one thing they changed since this mission was originally launched is that all primary ammo weapons have infinite ammo now, which wasn't the case when this first came out. So this is arguably easier than it used to be, but it's still like not fun or very easy. That blindness. At least this mission doesn't lock your equipment out. Like, there's no master version of this mission. Always an enemy stuck somewhere. It's so frustrating. Then I'm gonna have to haul ass back to the top. Yeah, it's always been like behind this pillar. Oh my god, and they're fucking... hauling ass. I don't have the right grenades on either for this. I don't. Or at least I don't have the grenades on that I want. Always that enemy that's like behind something. Oh my god, get the fuck out of here. Get up. No, I didn't get up. It's bad. Hold on, put the other weapon on to clear the bow back on. Jeez. Alright, that part's done. Alright, so I wanna this is where this is gonna suck shit. Alright, you know what, let me not even think about it, let me just go for it. Because if I die during this, I'm already over the halfway point, so I just have to finish it out, get the clear, so it's another tick towards my 10 clears. If I fail it, maybe I'll try it again tomorrow night. So I haven't died yet. Again, my goal is to finish this mission without dying, because there's a stupid triumph, which is an achievement that's tied to nothing other than bragging rights and some points to a total score that doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. So that's what we're doing tonight. And this is the bad part. Alright, second half. Oh my god, I hate that drop off. Alright, so last time I was here, I rushed through this because I was so nervous getting to the boss fight. And I skipped some enemies, and apparently the boss glitched out and didn't spawn because I didn't kill everything or kill an enemy that triggered the boss spawning. So I just explored and ran backwards, and I almost quit out last night. I was doing this offline. And I found a lone, like, enemy in this beginning area, and I killed it, and I had to jump up to where it was standing, and then the boss spawned. But on the way getting to this enemy, I died. So I died in a really stupid way because the game glitched out, or there was some weird, like, scripting error or trigger or, like, glitch. It's terrible. So I don't even know why I'm doing this. So this second half is a bunch of pitfalls, so I'm gonna go into serious concentration mode. Where's that? Alright, I can hear that enemy. Where the fuck is it? Oh, I see it. This is the thing that... Okay. Oh, I hate this. Such a tricky jump. I swear to God, if this glitches out, I'm gonna lose it. So there's like 2 snipers around that corner, and I really don't want to fight him from here. Or I don't want to fight him from over there either. I hate this. I gotta be so careful because this enemy, so he is what is called unstoppable, which is like like a superior enemy type buff that the enemies sometimes have, depending on like the mission or the difficulty that you're playing on. And you have to break them with certain mods. So you have like unstoppable mods is one of the types on one of your guns. So you have to shoot it with the gun that has that mod on it to like stun it, or they're like, in this case, unstoppable. These things have shields that can blast you like across the map. And right behind me is a dying pit. So I'm not trying to let that happen. Because I'm so far I'm doing this flawlessly. Alright, I swear to God, these enemies aren't here. Okay, it didn't glitch out. Alright, this is major serious time. I think this is very slow. Fuck. Good. This is such a bad spot. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, fuck it. Alright, second phase. God, would you back up, dude? Bad jump, rather. Whoa. All right, that's really dangerous. This is kind of a cheese, I feel like, but like... All right. Okay, last phase. I can do this. Got lucky with these spawns. Hey, Yuki. You're catching me at the end of what might be a solo flawless run of this mission. Hold on. Oh my god, I did it! Holy shit! Fucking get me out of here! Holy shit!
We fought Savathun's taken. We channeled the light. And we turned something dead
Oh,
into something
fuck this! I've been prolonging to trying this for like almost. It feels like a year and a half or 2 years. Well, this content's been out for like well over a year.
I'm not the man I was before. He's gone
Oh my god!
forever. I'm an instrument of the Traveler's will. I'm a guardian.
All right, so whoever's there, Yuki, or if you're listening, again, so what this mission was, if you're not familiar with Destiny or how Destiny operates, they have seasonal content and expansions. Their seasonal content isn't very different from like a lot of other seasonal games, like if you play Apex or Fortnite, whatever. Like they have an actual season pass, which is like a level experience track where you can claim goodies and loot and all that kind of bullshit. So every season there's new content, new activities, new missions, and all that jazz. So what Destiny does, which I don't like, that I said kind of at the start of the stream, is that they, because of the size of the game and how ongoing it's been, and it's 5+ years old, I guess, at this point, they vault or remove content which they call as the Destiny Content Vault, DCV for short or abbreviated. And they essentially just rip parts of the game out. So there are destinations, missions, quest lines, all that kind of stuff that gets removed from the game, and you cannot play it ever again. And their intentions is to vault it, which where they may or may not bring back some stuff. I've never seen Destiny 2 content specifically that's been vaulted that's come back, as far as I know. They're mostly bringing back Destiny 1 raids. Anyway, so the Tangled Shore, for example, is a location was part of the Forsaken expansion, and this whole location is going away and on February 22nd, or whenever the new expansion, the Witch Queen, comes out. So I fundamentally disagree with it. I hate that they have to vault or remove content from a game from an expansion that I paid money for. I understand the reasonings. Their reasonings again are to keep the file size down on your hard drive, obviously, and to kind of maintain the game so it doesn't become too big or bloated. So they basically remove content that no one's really playing anyway, but there's things to do, like triumphs and achievements to earn and things to accomplish if you're not playing the game constantly, obviously. So all of this is, a lot of stuff's going away on February 22nd or whenever the expansion comes out. I think that's the date. And one of them is this Harbinger mission, which is what I've been kind of playing off and on, offline mainly, solo running it, hoping I would get the stupid triumph where you have to do it by yourself without dying. A lot of like veteran Destiny players who do a lot of solo endgame content or the harder content would probably say this isn't very hard, especially now because everyone's pretty high level. There's a lot of equipment and changes and stuff that have come along the way since this mission was introduced. So it's gotten a lot easier, but I still think it's hard. So between like the game crashing, the mission bugging out, like finishing an activity that's somewhere in like the 30-minute plus ballpark, where you could be doing a run for 30 minutes or to 30 minutes to an hour, and then it just, whether you die or the game crashes or you lose internet connection or something, like it's a lot to ask of anyone to finish stuff like this. So this season and all of its content is getting removed. So I've been dying to just knock this out. And again, all you get are achievement points, which go to like a grand total for your character, for your account. So if you play any kind of MMO like WoW or anything, or Final Fantasy 14, I'm sure there's plenty of achievements in those games as well. Or I know there are. But anyway, it's something I wanted to do for a long time, and I finished it, and I'm surprised I did it on my first online streaming attempt of it. So I did this last night, and I fucked up, and I died because the mission bugged out, and by messing around trying to fix it or thinking I could fix like the bugginess of the quest that I was trying, like I died along the way. So that was unfortunate, but whatever. I finished it tonight. I got to stream it. I'll probably archive the video and put it up on my YouTube channel, I guess. So again, not like the hardest end game single player thing, solo thing you could do, but nothing to sneeze at either, I don't think. So again, I'm gonna claim it. All I got was, and all you get, so for doing a mission that's like seasonal, that's going away solo without dying, that's not easy, no matter how you slice it. You get 5 points, which is like such bullshit. There's not even like an actual reward for it. And then the last thing I need to do for this kind of section of the triumphs or achievements is just to finish it one more time, so I can run it one more time offline, and I'll get my 10 clears, which is another 5 points or whatever, which is stupid. So yeah, so from Season of the Hunt, the only thing I have to do is run Harbinger one more time just to clear it. Doesn't matter if I die. But there are other triumphs I just couldn't get along the way, like anything that's to do with trials, and I never hit. I never got an extra plus 20 on my power level artifact during Season of the Hunt, so I missed out on a couple extra points there, but this stuff's going to get all wiped and it doesn't matter, and I'll never see it ever again. I don't think you can even look at these menus, nor can you look at the individual triumphs or achievements for those seasons that have come and gone. But again, the main thing that I shoot for are seals. So seals are kind of like masteries of a content category, I guess you could say. Like there's seals for every raid, there's seals for every season now, and then seals pretty much tied to every activity in the game. And those are like kind of they're titles. If you've played Final Fantasy 14, I don't know what they are in WoW because I never played WoW, but I know in Final Fantasy 14 I think you have titles is what they're called. So they're no different than that. So on your main character, when you're running around, people can see that, like, the one I've equipped right now is was it 21? XX1, Roman numerals. Which was for Moments of Triumph for the year 2021. So that was like this past summer. I finished a bunch of stuff that they asked you to do. So I'm really close to. So you have to get a bunch of individual achievements or triumphs to get the seal, which is like the mastery of the content. And I'm only missing 2 for this 30th anniversary, which was like for their Bungie anniversary. Okay, so Season of the Hunt is pretty much done. I'll run Harbinger one more time, then just say fuck it. And there's a bunch of stuff in Season of the Chosen is going, Season of the Splicer is going, and Season of the Lost I think is going as well, including the entire Tangled Shore destination, which I think again is frustrating. There's 2 triumphs in that location I've never gotten before, one of which I don't think I'll ever do, which is this arc avoidance, which I don't even want to talk about. It's frustrating. And then the other one is very grindy and kind of timed based, or I don't know if it's RNG based or not, but it's something I may do if I'm really like strapped for time, or if I have some extra time one night and I just want to turn my brain off and grind it out or wait for it. But it's not, I'm close to it, but it's also a lot grindier than I thought. Yeah, Yuki, I'm pretty invested in Destiny, to say the least. The last thing I really need to do is do this 5 more Gambit matches I need to win, and I don't feel like it at all. Gambit's so frustrating. It wouldn't take me long if I just powered through it and forced myself, but if you're paired up with a bad team and you're playing with randoms, it sucks. And that's just to guild the title. So they even have titles that you can guild, which means like you get a little like extra icon on your seal. And that's something I pick and choose to do if I happen to do it. But there's multiple seals that you can guild per season and only during the season. And I just don't have the patience or the willingness to make the time for that, because I don't only want to play Destiny 2 as much as I love it. You could play this forever and only play this. Yeah, Yuki, I would say this is like, so I haven't started playing Final Fantasy 14 yet. I've never played WoW. Like I don't play any other competitive shooter or competitive online game really. Like I bounced out of Apex Legends very quickly. As much as I loved it, I was really liking Apex Legends during the first season, and then I just kind of stopped playing it. Not that I didn't dislike it, I went back to Destiny. Yeah, so Destiny's my main online like MMO game where like if I'm gonna time sink or waste away in like an online game, it's still been Destiny. Yeah, I really liked Apex, and I haven't touched it since like season 1. So I know I'm super behind on it. And I wish I could make time for it, but like it's one of those missed the boat things. Like I wouldn't even suggest anyone getting into Destiny at this point, as much as Bungie says like, yeah, welcome in new players, like come in on the latest expansion. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, it's a hard sell. And I know Apex is mostly like a competitive game, so you can just drop in and probably pick up from any season. But the fact that like I wouldn't even say I was on top of season 1, but like the season 1 of Apex Legends was brutal. I remember, at least in terms of like gaining enough levels on like the battle pass. And I'm sure they've made improvements along the way. I know they have like a ton of million different modes and like a ton of cool new characters. I haven't gone back, and it sucks because I really did like it. But that was all I wanted to do for tonight. Um, this was just going to be a stream where I made an attempt at this stupid challenge or triumph, and I did it. I'm surprised I did it on my first night streaming it. But again, I was kind of practice running it recently, so I kind of had it down. The other thing with that mission specifically, one last thing I'll say about it. This Harbinger mission, like I think the bosses are on a weekly rotation, so some bosses are harder than other weeks. So this week, which the reset's Tuesday, so I'm like just coming under the knife with it. The boss could be like far worse. So, and again, you only have till the end of February or the launch of the new expansion to even try this mission, let alone like if you've never even unlocked it, if you're like a returning or lapsed player or something. Yeah, I don't know where Destiny 2 is in terms of like, I don't know the numbers it does anymore. I'm assuming it does well enough that like Bungie continues to support it. But it seems like I've always said Destiny 2, if you've stopped playing it, I think it's probably impossible to come back to, and I haven't stopped. So I've been playing it consistently since launch. I don't think a week, let alone at least a month, has never gone by where I stopped playing it. I've never given it like a hard break, for better or worse. But yeah, I know it's like popular, and they still like, to me Destiny 2 is almost like probably like Warframe territory in terms of like a ton of people still play it, but like it seems like it's just for like the core audience, like the hardcore veteran players, like newcomers or people trying to get back into it or starting it for the first time. They do their best to like kind of like fast track you and kind of roadmap you. It's gotten better in terms of like what to guide you towards, like how do you start playing this game if you've never played it before. But I think it's still like nearly impenetrable, and a lot to ask of any new player to wrap their head around, unless they're like ready to like super dive into it. And again, the worst thing about it is like if you're a new player, a returning player, they're removing tons of stuff again. They're removing 4 seasons worth, over a year of content that if you didn't stay on top of, it's like, how do you, I don't know how. I'm kind of looking forward to when this game is finished, like when they stop releasing expansions, so like I can move on, other people can move on, Bungie can have a fresh start, because it's still to me the best feeling and the best feeling first person shooter out there. At least I know Apex is really good too, because Respawn's a really good developer and Titanfall is awesome. But in terms of like first person shooters, like I'm like between Destiny and Halo are probably my favorites still. And then I still like have a soft spot for Gears of War, which is third person, but yeah, that's just like my quick and dirty thoughts on Destiny, like where it's at. But I'll keep playing it, and I've been playing mostly on my own. I have a clan that I play with occasionally, if they ask me or if I ask them to do stuff. And then there's another group on Xbox that plays primarily that I haven't really played with them that much over the past year. But they're there if I need to like emergency run something. But I do miss having. I used to have a group that played it somewhat consistently, and then people jumped to Final Fantasy 14 or just didn't want to play anymore. So like, I don't have 2 extra people to really play it with right now. That want to like seriously play it beyond like running playlist activities, and like I'm at the point where I need to do end game shit and I need 2 dedicated people that are like caught up. So that's what's frustrating. But it is what it is. So that's my thoughts on Destiny 2. All right, I'm gonna wrap the stream up. Thanks for stopping in. If you're lurking or just chilling out, I appreciate it. I don't know when I'll be back next. So again, my work schedule, my busy season schedule started. I made like a quick Twitter tweet about it if anyone follows me on there. January through April is my busy season at work, so it's like pretty long days, long hours. 6 days a week I'm working. So I have to work Saturdays as well. So Sundays are usually the time, if I'm ever going to stream, it would be Saturday nights or Sundays, depending. So that's when you'll likely see me if you're hanging around still.